eyes try to see the way the world turned what happened to me. It's not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
How y'all doing, baby? It is indeed Tuesday. I know what day it is. I had done a thing on Facebook earlier today and had momentarily forgot. Anyway, it's Tuesday, and I'm glad y'all are here, baby. Cheryl Cashman was the first one to jump in on Periscope. Thank you so much. Michael James right behind her. Dwayne Dwizzle and Mega Wet Willie is with us. Stephanie Dean, who's having a rough day, baby. And they're not going to get easier for a while. But Duncan's home with you, baby, and that's the best we can hope for. Have that love near you. Dahlia Barrera's in the house. The remixtress is with us. Yogi B337. How you doing, Yogi? I hope your hands get better soon, son. Ardessa, a.k.a. Purple Moon Dragon, is with us. Larry Ian, Michael J., Andre Jackson, Debbie Marie, Tina Riley, all the way from down under, baby. Glad you're here. Dorothy Tyndall. Woo! Randy Kervin, Rantin' Randy, is with us. Thank you, buddy. And Tamara Harrington. Always a pleasure to see you, darling. Michael Leach. Renee Price, which always sounds like a song or singer. And Tracy Tobias. MTP 358. I haven't seen that one before, so welcome to the group. Michael Johnson. And my buddy Randy Peterson. Sad pig indeed, my friend, indeed. Debbie Marie, I didn't miss you there, baby. I seen you. Sonia C. Adina Michael, I appreciate every one of you being here. All right, you're all going to have to bear with me a little bit today. Oh, it's flying by now. BW, Gary Spring up in Canada, Miss Linda. How is it? Well, funny you should ask. I'm behind on everything today because of the excitement that happened around here. For the second time since I've lived in this house, whilst I was away, miles away, I get the phone call that says, honey, the house next door is on fire. So, I was at the time having lunch with Maestro and his mother, and had a wonderful visit over there, by the way. And yeah, so it was a mad dash home. Get here, fire department's all up and down the street, and the fire is evidently, we haven't seen everything yet, but it's across the street, and
it pretty much covered like 3 or 4 lots by the looks of it.
Yeah,
we were on the porch and we were like, oh, look, neighbors are burning trash. They're in a burn ban, and we noticed the fire. Yeah, that's what it looked like. And then or at least that's what we assumed. But then we noticed we didn't see anybody, and we saw the fire was getting bigger. And then it got way too big, and then we called 911.
Yeah.
And
Tyler was the one that called 911 and reported the fire. And sure enough, it got rather big.
Yep.
I guess, and spread down the riverbank and whatnot. But
they got it out.
They got it out, and all is well now. But anytime you have excitement like that in your neighborhood, and gets everybody all concerned.
Yep.
Everything
around here is dry grass.
Dry.
Yeah.
Just dry. My house is dry.
Yeah.
So we get nervous anytime there's any kind of fire around this area. We get mighty nervous. So, as does everybody around here.
Yeah, but thankfully it didn't look like any houses were damaged.
Yeah.
So
Well, we don't know.
Or, I mean, we don't know. Yeah, I couldn't. I can't
that
see.
one might have got something.
Yeah, but no one lives there. So
Yeah, nobody
at the
lives
very
in an
least,
abandoned house.
yeah.
So at the very moment,
Yeah.
it was probably an abandoned house over there. We haven't been able to see because we don't visit that.
No.
We don't visit that house over there.
Yeah.
And so we're just concerned that it didn't spread anywhere else. Anyway, yeah, we had the house next to it burned down. I was coming from Alice, Texas, probably about 30 miles away, and I could see the smoke on that one. And you didn't think I was driving like a bat out of hell trying to get home, getting closer? That looks like my house, and that's when I got or it looks like it's near my house, and that's when I got a phone call from my wife saying, honey, the house next door, and it was indeed, the house next door was indeed on fire, and it was a very large fire, and it scared all of us.
I think
tonight.
since we've lived here, how many houses have burned down?
Let me see, we've had one, two, three.
Maybe four? No, I mean, technically three houses burned down, and now this. So 4 occasions on this small street. We've seen fire department come out here.
Yep.
Talk about crazy day.
Anyway, that's just our house. Bernadette Pree, I see you out there. Elena Jars, thank you for being here. Just Coggins, we see you, buddy. Anyway, what's going on, baby? You know, like I said, I've been wrapped up. We all know what's in our mind. The shooting out in Boulder, Colorado. And as I had said earlier today on my mini rant on Facebook before my phone shut off, that we are starting that period of debating on whether or not we're going to have a conversation. Well, we have to have a conversation in this country. We've had conversations. We've had so many. We're sick of conversations. I really did. I said earlier today I thought the conversation was going to happen right after Sandy Hook. I thought surely that was it. That's it, baby. These are small little kids. We're going to do something. No, we didn't do shit. My Senator Ted Cruz, oh, here come the Democrats with all their theater about gun control. I understand that Lauren Boebert, the congresswoman out of Colorado, immediately tweeted out her thoughts and prayers, and several hours later started tweeting out about you can send her money so she can help to fight the Democratic war on guns. You know, because every Democratic president we've had has come for your guns. They've taken them away every freaking... Are you shitting me? Nobody's ever come for your guns, although we need to. Oh, Ted Cruz, it's not the guns we have to go after. We have to go after the murderer. Really? They don't become murderers until after they kill somebody. That's the way it works, you dumbass. You know, the excuses are going to come flying why we can't do anything about, you know what the biggest thing we need to do for gun control? Get rid of the freaking filibuster. Hell, we just passed 2 gun laws through the House trying to close the gun show loophole, increase background checks. They ain't going nowhere. Going to be filibustered. I'm pissed because we all know what's going to happen. We're going to go through the same series of bullshit we've gone through every freaking shooting they have. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to discuss gun control, how we can get hey, you know what? Yeah, I'm with Beto O'Rourke. We want your AR-15 back. What do you want it for? How come you need a 30, 40 round clip? Freaking gun nuts, the NRA, the 3%ers, the Oath Keepers, all these gun nut groups, the Proud Boys. I want my Second Amendment. God, guns, and guts. Every one of them's God-fearing. Man, you know they are. You know they are. And every one of them loves their guns. And the guts, baby, you can find them in schools, churches, shopping malls, yoga classes, nightclubs. Find the guts all over the place, baby. It's what we do. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of this conversation. Shit. We know what the problem is. It's their love affair with guns. It's not about their right to it. It's their love affair with the shit. Go look at how many mass shootings. Aurora. Las Vegas. Marjorie Douglas Strong. No, boy, Marjorie Taylor, whack bitch. I don't know, baby. That we are so cowardly. We want this country to progress, baby. We need to stand up and demand it, take it. Let them scream and holler and make fools of themselves. Anyway, I told you I came unprepared tonight. But I'm as pissed and I'm as sad as every one of you that we're going to go through this again. You know what really bothered me was when they said on the news that we had 7 mass shootings in 7 days. And I went, what? I only heard of 2. Yeah, I guess the other 5 weren't, what, sensational enough? We have them every day in this country. And it's all based on my Second Amendment right to own a gun. Whatever, but everybody's right to live in a country where you don't have to worry about going to the grocery store. That's why we're here. That's why we're in this group. That's why we all formed this group, because we're concerned. Because we want a better world. We want a better society. That our voices and our vote will matter in some way. And they do, baby. Who would ever thought that the voices of little people would make a difference? But the fact of the matter is, they're the only ones that ever do. It is when the people speak up and demand action is when our government acts. When they get tired of hearing from their constituents for them to do their damn job. In other words, when they're forced to. But we are the force. We're the force that has to make them do what needs to be done, what is right. Getting tired of this. They covet the Second Amendment like it's Jesus itself. More so, they'll take their gun over their God any day of the week. Or they'll use their God to justify killing you. And we got to make it better, baby. Aussie Dave, how's things down in Australia? I hope much better than up here. Dave's not here, man.
It could be us, because they've been messaging me saying the Discord's been going bad throughout this entire time, so I'm trying to fix it.
Yep. How about Bernadette? Can anybody hear me in the room at all? Nope, I don't hear you, Dave. I see you lighting up, but I don't hear a thing, brother.
I'm gonna try to. You talk to the chat for a little bit while I try to fix this.
Well, boy, howdy. There's always something going on. Canada has had a handful of shootings. Canada has better gun laws than we have, and they don't have a culture that is based.
Okay.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, I was talking here, Dave. Hey, thanks for interrupting me there. I was giving out words of wisdom and fantastic speech. Yeah, how are you doing, brother?
We're having some fun in the waiting queue, because it sounds like the Martians are in here with us.
Oh,
And it's sort of Donald Trump's word salad.
Hey.
It is a word salad.
Around here. We're cussing like that.
Mate, I just got to say one thing. What the fuck you Americans worship the gun for so much?
It's a culture thing here, Dave. It really is. It's I don't know, Rambo, the Wild West, whatever it is that they want to imagine themselves to be.
It gives men without balls. But if you ain't got balls, you go see a doctor. You don't need a gun.
Yeah, you don't need a gun.
Killing people to make yourself feel good is not good. I mean, they're just so fucking dumb. Not all Americans, but
No.
it seems to be where the gun is, the nuts are.
It's so prevalent in our society, and that's what gets me about when Ted Cruz says, "Well, don't go after the gun, go after the murderer." Well, we do. Right after he kills somebody, he's a murderer, and we go after him. That's the way it works in this country. But until they do something, and that's with a lot of things in our law here. It's not just shooting it. You can't do anything until, somebody else breaks the law, unless they do something. And if that something is kill you, well, we'll get them. Don't worry.
Well, why don't they do what we do in Australia? What we do in Australia is you got a problem with a guy, you talk to him. If you can't work it out, you punch his lights out. Simple.
That's the way it used to be. Well, but
No
here,
guns.
No. Right here, everybody's packing. Are you shitting me? That's how come our police are so trigger happy sometimes. It's because everybody's got a gun and they know it. It's a
Makes them tough,
culture.
doesn't
It's
it?
a culture in this country. How we get rid of it, I don't know. Dave, let's get everybody else in the room. We could start here a
Okay.
conversation, and me and you being here forever. Bernadette, baby, how are you?
Well, I went through the Discord wormhole.
You went through.
Also, yeah, it was
Oh,
strange.
Lord.
It's a strange vibration thing going on in the universe right now, and people are fucking whack.
They are whack.
Holy
Except
shit,
for us.
man.
We're talking about them people, not us. They're talking about those people.
I'm beginning to wonder. Joe Manchin is a piece of shit. He's supposed to be one of us.
Seems to me it's time to start taking a side, period, and a definitive side. I don't. That's what's bothering me about we need to have I've heard that so many times today. We need to have a conversation in this country. No, we don't. We've had the conversation. We're all conversationed out, as a matter of fact.
How many people have to die for having a conversation?
Exactly.
We can't even have a legitimate debate in the fucking Senate.
Nope.
How are we supposed to have a conversation?
Yeah. It's just a way to distract and delay.
And how do you have a conversation in a grocery store when you're being shot at by a
Is that a
fucking
good time?
idiot?
Yeah, it doesn't happen. Anyway, Bernadette, hold on.
Okay.
Hold that fire, baby. We're going to need it.
Okay.
Mitch and Julie, how are you, brother? Mitch Goldstein, are y'all cooking dinner?
Yeah, we are. We're making some Thai shrimp tonight.
Thai shrimp.
night.
Outstanding. I had shrimp last night. Outstanding
Yeah,
choice,
yes.
my
How
friend.
you guys doing?
We're doing fine. Been a rough kind of
If
exciting
it's
day.
the neighbor, if it's the neighbor that I think you're talking about, is
Yes.
this the neighbor that's given you grief before?
Yeah.
That's a goddamn shame, ain't it?
Well, I don't know exactly what happened. I'm sure
I'm
they're
not gonna
listening
take
right
credit.
now. And
Look,
I'm
we
just-
we
yeah.
want to go on a record. We do not
I
know
do
what
not
happened,
know what
but
happened.
I
I
do know
just
the
know where
fire
it started.
started over there, and there's only one person because all the other houses where the fire was are
They're
vacant.
empty, or vacant houses.
So, I mean, I don't care, whatever. The fire department got taken care of everything. It seems like, to
Yeah, it
my
seems
knowledge,
like
no
everybody's
property.
parked in his yard, so I don't know yet.
But it wouldn't surprise me. That's the set, because they burn trash every night.
They burn all the time over there. We've seen fires over there lots of times. It was really nothing new until it started reaching, I guess, the top of the telephone poles and stuff. I wasn't here, so I really don't know. But the ride home for me was pretty like, all right, let's see how fast this old truck can go. Some bitch can still run a hole in the wind. I'm pretty impressed.
It's amazing how you can drive and photograph yourself. So,
Oh no, that was earlier. Yeah, no, I put that thing on the dash and I just talk. I pay no attention. I'm pretty safe driver. I've never had an accident that was my fault. I've been rear-ended. I've been hit by a deer, but I've never been in an accident.
I'm going to take this time and I'm going to say, while I have everybody's attention,
Yes.
that we are not out of the woods with the COVID pandemic.
Oh no, far from it.
And you must, Blue Dots, please listen. You must continue to be disciplined. Wear your mask, wash your hands. Don't congregate with people unless it's absolutely essential. And then when you do, wear a mask and social distance.
Indeed.
Please don't get together and eat with people, because that's where the disease is getting transmitted the most, when people are eating together with their mouths open and wiping their faces and stuff. Okay, so please, I beg of you, we, the Blue Dot family, we certainly can't afford to lose anybody.
Not anyone in this family. We've already lost people to COVID in this family. So no,
I'm tired of that.
Mitch is 100% right. With the new variants that they're talking about coming out. I got my Moderna shot yesterday. I'm tickled to death that I got it. Mama got hers.
Hurts.
It is, but that's the only side effect so far. It's just the arm is sore,
Oh.
which brought up a great combination last night because my right shoulder sucks anyway, and I never lay on it. And then last night I'm trying to lay on my left shoulder, and that ain't working. So I just looked like I was laying flat.
Well,
out
you're
on
just
my
a
back.
mess, John.
I am a dead. But Mitch, thank you. Julie, thank you for being here. Let's bring in S.C. Smith up in Tallahassee, Florida. How you doing?
Hey, John. Hey, everybody. I hope everybody's doing good.
Oh, doing just like daisies. Just popping up all over the place right now. That's a lie.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, it's been a shitty, I guess, last couple of days, but I'm sure we all got plenty to talk about. So, like I said, it's good to hear from everybody, and don't let me hold up the show.
We was thinking on letting you be the show.
Oh yeah. Well,
no pressure.
I got some news to tell, but I figured I'd let you get on with the program.
Let's get Sparky in here. Sparky, are you in here?
Are we safe from the Mars attack now?
Yes. Well, unless you're seeing any green lasers coming from.
Yeah, if anybody gets those dang aliens going after me, and just let me know. The only thing I think that can fix it is if I literally turn the entire mixer off and turn it back on. So
you think it's in the mixer again?
Seems to help.
Yeah, but it's because every time I do, they say it comes back. So, we'll see.
Yep, gonna have to work on a new mixer.
Well, at the moment, it sounds quite good.
Good.
I was listening to Robin before I came on your show. She was ranting about the shooting too, and we had the horn thing that we always do. A lawful gun owner becomes an awful gun owner once he pulls the trigger.
That's it. He's not a murderer until after he shoots somebody. And then up until then, they will defend his right to own that gun with all of their might. Right up until he does something stupid like this, and then they go, "Oh, well, they should do something about people like him." We're trying to do something. Like
she was playing your Senator Ted Cruz, what he said today in that hearing
about
the
Democratic theater.
Yeah.
Here they come. The little libtards are going to come over and start yelling gun rights and everything. They're sick, Sparky. They're sick. But they know their audience. They know their minions, baby. That's who they're playing to. That's who all of them will. There'll be a boost in gun sales. Are you shitting me? Yeah, they're going to go out and buy more guns because, Biden's going to come get their guns. It's what they do every time. I didn't see Clinton, but, Clinton didn't get nobody's gun. Obama didn't get anybody's gun. I don't know who the hell they're talking about. Are y'all there? Nope. Not a soul. Nobody is there. There you go. Is anybody there now?
Okay.
Yeah.
We're all back.
I so apologize to everybody. I don't know what is going on. I guess we have a glitch in our mixer, and
it's the Matrix.
It's the Matrix. That's what it is.
That's what it feels like. Yeah.
It's on fire.
It's different than what happened Sunday, though.
Yes, it is.
Well, it's just full of surprises. Before we get cut off again, let me catch up. Karen Van Wyk donated $5 to Super Chat and said, hello, is anybody out there? Can anybody hear me? Can anyone at all? I did, Karen. Now.
Sounds like a Pink Floyd song.
And Gary Spring sent down a beaver buck all the way from Canada. Gary Spring, we appreciate it. Paula donated $5 and said, hi, I missed y'all. What happened with the neighbor? Damn. We'll know the story in a day or two. We'll find out exactly what it was, but we have our suspicions. Anyway, Catman56, my buddy Keith up in Minneapolis, Minnesota, sent down $5 and said a little help to the Mixer Fund. we're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to do the mixer thing. Yep. I think the one you picked out. Just go for it. Well.
Yeah, I was about to say we got
when the stimulus comes in, just go for
Do
it.
it. Do it.
Just do it. Do it. Like Sonny Pruitt used to do it. Do it. Anyway. Y'all don't.
John, can you just clear up because
Sure.
I was in the room with the Martians when you were explaining the fire across the road.
Right.
Can you just clear up for me? Was it a house fire or was it a land fire?
I think it was a land fire. I don't know about the house. That's what the call I got. That's what Mama said to me on the phone. I think the house across the street is on fire. Well, last time she said that to me, sure enough, shit, the house next door was on fire and burnt all the way down. So yeah, I was a little puckered up. So when I got here and I found out that it was across the street over in that general area, and it appeared to me like they were in the back of the houses over there. So I'm assuming it went right down the riverbank. That happens a lot.
Okay.
Anytime there's a fire, it would happen when that house next door, it was coming down the riverbank. And holy, we were out there, elbows and assholes was all you saw. But no, evidently they got it out pretty quick. Of course, the fire department was here a long time. I know it covered at least the space of 3 or 4 lots out there. So it got out of hand. It got big enough to...
It was really quick because when we were looking at it from the front
I think
porch,
had Tyler not called 911 when he did, it could have been much worse.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, because I think the neighbors were going over there with a water hose trying to... Yeah, no. You could tell it was already too big for that. I've seen the video. Travis,
I've done that before, John.
What's that?
With a water hose.
Oh, Lord.
A building next to the house I lived in Reading caught on fire.
Yeah.
I got up on the roof with a water hose and I was hosing down my roof because I didn't want any sparks to get on that roof and start something.
Right. Yeah.
And then while I'm standing up there, once the fire department gets there, fireman comes around the corner. He says, if I were you, I'd get off that roof. There's a big stream of water about to come over the top of that building.
Shit. You know, my first experience with a fire hose was in Jacksonville, Florida. It's also the first time I ever got my name in the newspaper. I was stationed there at NAS Jacksonville, going through training, and all the buildings, the barracks, everything that was on that base that we lived in, were built during World War II, and just wood frame. And the chow hall caught fire. And of course, like sailors we were, everybody manned the hose. So yeah, I'm about the, I don't know, I was either the second or the third guy back from the nozzle. And we were taking the hose in, and the roof collapsed. And boy, had a shit. Took off all my facial hair, burned my eyes. I was in the hospital. Yeah, pretty, well, what are you going to do? You go fight the fire. But anyway, yeah, it was my first experience with a fire hose.
Do you mean?
Good. Yeah.
He's back.
Okay, it's back again.
Can YouTube and Facebook hear us?
Not when I
We
turn the
can
mixer
now.
off, no. I have to do both kind of at the same time.
Seems to me that the last time we were live, we were having problems with our video.
Yeah, and right now
and
that seems to be fixed.
We're having trouble with our audio. I'm terribly sorry to everybody. Eventually, we're going to have.
Boy, I think more people need to throw money at this operation here, get it
Travis-
off the ground.
Travis, for my sound days, the sound you're getting is a sound of an overloaded channel. It's a sound when I used to get using a digital desk. When I used to load a channel too much, it's the same sound. So I'm wondering whether you got something on your mixer that's double backed or piggybacking anything.
There shouldn't be,
Any channel?
unless if Dad touched something.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take a look at everything here while I'm here, or while I'm at it, just in case. Even though everything looks.
It's digital overload.
I touch
Yeah.
one switch, and that's the one in the back to turn it off. After I get out of the blue room, after the show, we go in the blue room.
So it is your fault.
You screw either way, John. I just shut up
That's
as
some
far
shit.
as you want it.
Ain't
Yeah,
that some
I know.
shit?
I
Hey.
got the same sort of son.
Hey, let me catch
you
up here.
love them to death.
And then I have a new conversation I want to ask y'all about. Michael Johnson donated $5 to Super Chat and said karma for the neighbor can be a here's your sign moment.
That's if they did it.
That's if they did it.
If they did it.
That's what those. Anyway, Diana Mallory, bequeather of the Gong Secret Squirrels, donated $5. Said maybe you need to go clean the ashes off your dish. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. Hey, I wanted to ask y'all a question. Y'all know who Sidney Powell is, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think
And
of that?
for those that don't
What-
know, she was one of Trump's former attorneys fighting for his, right to
Arguing the
call
fact that
fraud in the election.
yeah, it was all fraud,
Yeah.
and she's the one, the lawyer that came out.
She's
and
a
said,
Venezuela.
yeah, the Venezuelan
Deal.
connection, the Dominion voting machines hooked up with Venezuela and all this, and it's all a conspiracy to cheat Donnie out of it. Yeah, that lady.
Republican Karen.
Yes, and now she's in court, and her argument to the judge is this case should be dismissed on the basis of who in their right mind would believe the things that no reasonable person would believe the things that she was saying. That's her argument.
Except the man that was supposed to be paying her but wasn't.
But wasn't,
Because he
yeah.
doesn't pay anybody. He believed.
Yeah, he believed.
So she was saying,
And at
she was
that
saying to
time,
the
he
judge,
was the.
Judge, I'm lying. Don't charge me. I'm lying.
Yeah.
I was lying.
How can you take anybody that would listen to me would know I'm lying? That's
John,
exactly what she's saying. Are you
the
shitting me?
45th president of the United States of America believed her.
Yes. So there's one, and the rest
you
of the
believe that woman?
morons out there
Can't
on the
say that
maggot
he's
side.
reasonable.
Well,
I can't say he's a reasonable person.
Well, that's my overall point is she wasn't talking to reasonable people. She was talking to the maggots.
But
They're
she
not
has a
reasonable
point.
people. They believe there's laser beams coming from space to start
Yes.
forest fires and shit.
Jesus
Come on.
Christ.
Of course,
That's who
lies
she's
across the
talking
road.
to.
She was talking to the cult.
Yeah. Well, guess what? Cult or no cult? That's called what do they call it?
Incitement.
Defamation of character of the company. Yeah, she's she diminished the image of the corporation. She said the machines were malfunctioning when in fact they didn't. And so shut up, lady, and get your wallet out. I'm gone again. I can hear it. I can hear it as soon as now the sound is gone, and all of a sudden, boom, I'm back in.
There he
So
is.
she made the
Hey.
case for the company then.
Yes.
Oh, definitely. That's what it sounds like.
You know what I say to Powell? Whip out your checkbook, chick.
I don't think her checkbook's that big. She's got problems.
Then she got a problem.
She got a
She
problem.
better start washing some dishes, okay?
Inside my house, everyone that Donnie gets associated with, they lose big time, don't they? Everyone is losing around Donnie. except
Somebody
Donnie
should
alone.
write a book about it. Like everything
no
Trump
shit.
touches dies. Yeah, I think the book is out there already. Everything he touches dies. Everything he puts his grubby little mold-ridden hands on is corrupt because he corrupts it.
It just becomes distorted. It becomes distorted. It distorts everything. So you can never make any sense out of anything.
It becomes an acceptable conversation about shit that's not true. I don't want to sit there and debate an absolute lie. What's the point? The space lasers coming from sky, really? I got to debate that whether or not that's happening? Or I have to debate whether the Democrats are evil cabal eating babies? It's bullshit. Do I got to debate Mr.
COVID
Potato
is a
Head
hoax?
getting his pecker cut off? No, I don't. I never saw his pecker to begin with. I'm not going to miss it. What were you saying, Bernadette?
Or that COVID-19 is a hoax.
Yes, hoax. And that wearing a mask is pure theater. Pure theater. You shouldn't have to do that. You've already had your shot. Nobody's dying from this anymore. Rand Paul.
Can I just say something quickly here? Australia was really outraged last week. Well, I know my part of Australia was totally outraged when we seen that elderly Asian lady with a black eye that had just been king hit for no reason.
Yeah.
But she ended up
that
being
was sickening.
The one that
was
kicked
totally
the shit out of the attacker.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a bad situation that happened.
What's going on now with Asians? They're picking on Asians as well now.
Yeah, well, it's all because
that has been going on for the last year ever since the other guy started yelling China virus and using the slur.
You know what? Hold a minute,
White
you guys.
America.
Hold a minute.
White
Hold a minute. Because racism in this country is its foundation. This shit has been going on for as long as America has been here. Anybody who ain't white ain't right. It's always been that way. It doesn't matter if you're Asian, black, Mexican, Latino.
If you aren't white,
you could be from Mars. It would not matter. If you're not white, you're not right in this country.
And that is the way
what is so hard to believe about that? That's the way it is. This is America. I want people to stop saying that this is not America, because it's always been this way.
When was the last time I saw a black
it's always
male
been racist
mass shooter? I don't remember.
There's always been guns to kill people. This is what we do. This is America.
And it has been founded on.
You're right. You're right. We've not seen a Asian or a black or any other country type person.
This is unique to white males, specifically white Christian males. Because
I think I remember.
Go ahead.
I remember black guy, wasn't the guy that shot up that naval storage place or whatever?
Yes, he was black.
Yes,
he was black.
What's the percentage?
There was also a black police officer in Los Angeles that went on a rampage, killed 4 people, and then, blew himself up in a cabin and burnt down half.
I would say, here I am gone again, and Travis is out of the room momentarily. I am so sorry, y'all. I hope everybody else can hear me. Yeah, white male Christians. Go look at most of your mass shooters. That's who they are. You don't have to worry about Chinese coming over the hill or Russia coming over the hill. Basically, it's the white guy down the street with the AR-15 that has a bad day, as that sheriff said. So I'm off the air. I mean, in the thing. Okay. It's something that
well, I know what, John, Travis, it's from John's mic. It's got the same frequency and it's got the same tones as John's mic. So wherever it is, it's coming through that channel or that line of channel.
I'm starting to wonder if it's actually, because that makes sense, but also the thing is I actually have to shut Discord down, which tells me there's also an in-between there, because we don't hear y'all through Discord until...
Yeah, I don't hear y'all.
I'm going to try an experiment on the next one.
I can't hear you.
You can't switch his input on the mixer, his mic input.
We can try that, but we're going to try that, and I'm going to go offline from here on, so you're going to be the only one with
How many channels are you using?
We got 3. There's a 4th channel, but it's completely busted, so I use 4.
Okay.
So hang on, y'all. We're going to go mute for a second.
All of it? Me too?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we can hear you at the moment. So don't bag us.
I'm watching you on the TV, muted.
Yeah, I'm watching him.
If this works, Ozzy, Dave, you're a good troubleshooter.
Well, it's my industry. It's what I do.
Yeah. Well, it's just, that's the only thing I can think of is if it's his mic, then maybe just try switching the input into the mixer.
Well, I'm not sure if it's mic, channel, or line. It's
We're
one of
having
those
technical difficulties, everybody.
You're back now.
I'm back now.
You are
yes,
back.
you are.
All right, I'm back, but I'm not in my ear. I can't. I'm having. Anyway, y'all can hear me?
Am I in your ear?
You are indeed in my ear, Bernadette. You're in my ear and you're in my heart, baby. Lord,
dear.
I love being an earworm.
there you go. Yeah, it's messing
But
with
you know,
my
yeah.
headphones. It's going back and forth, but that's all right. I can hear. It
Yeah,
just goes
yeah,
from
it's,
this ear to that ear to this ear to that ear. So
Yeah, but
It's a good strong signal, though.
the gun violence definitely is out of control. I mean, you know, we're here in Florida. We got spring break going on, and last night a couple kids, two of them got shot, and one of them ended up dying. They were like 16 and 12. I don't know which one ended up dying, but it was like a male subject in his late 30s to early 40s. Still haven't put out what happened, but they were from Kentucky, so they were here for spring break, probably with their family. I don't know what happened that led to them getting shot, but one of them ended up dying, and then you got the ignorant fuckers that think it's a good decision to bring a parachute with them to spring break, and it didn't work out too good. You know, a parachute doesn't open when you jump off the 14th floor of a hotel.
No,
it's not
no.
gonna. Doesn't have time to open. Lord have
And it's
mercy.
like my God, and you just think someone had to film this. There had to, because I mean, this happened in Panama City, which is about an hour and a half away from me to the west, which is where I've always went to go to the beach, spring break. The 2 times in 90 and 91 when I was still in school, and I went there on spring break. Hey, did anyone bring the parachute? No, we needed 3 things: money, beer, and pot. That way, if we ran out of beer and pot, we had money to buy more. That's all. It wasn't bring a parachute and jump off the balcony of a freaking hotel, you know. And it's ignorance, drunken ignorance, you know. So if the COVID don't get them, the ignorance will.
Yeah, it's sad. I read a story that 2 kids have been arrested. Kids, they're young adults, have been arrested for the death of a young girl. They slipped her a drug. Video of them taking her into the hotel room and raped her, both of them, and then left her there to die. But they took her wallet and her cash and went out on a credit card thing, and left her there to die. You have to wonder what world we're living in sometimes. You really do.
America.
Yeah, America, baby. This was it. Are you living the American dream? You know, I said today when I started my video there on Facebook, as I was driving into town, and I had the camera turned around so people could see the road I was driving down. And I said it's a beautiful day outside. You know,
it's a beautiful day outside.
It's a beautiful day outside, but it's a facade. We look out there and we see what we think. Well, it's a beautiful day out here.
We've been away. We've been away on digital land.
Have you?
Yeah, we've been away with the Martians again. So carry on.
Oh,
we just got back.
I'm sorry. It's a facade, baby. It's not good. Everything is not
because
right.
America is a facade, John.
It is. We try to make the image look
for
good
a long fucking time.
But the underlying currents are tearing us apart.
The underlying currents is what we've always been.
Yes. No, I'm not. I'm not going to disagree. No, we have, since the first feet stepped on this continent, on this land, we have either killed somebody or enslaved somebody to get where we are. And that discussion is, we keep
all to make $1 bill.
Yes. It's all based on money. And the things, I am so glad because me and the family have been, we watched the whole Lincoln thing, Divided We Stand. It was a special on CNN. It ran for several weeks. We watched the whole thing. And it was an honest look at who Abraham Lincoln was and how he evolved during his life. He did not start out as an abolitionist. He didn't think all the slaves should be freed. It wasn't until the civil. No. So you learn, it's the history that we're not taught. That when you find out later, again, I point back to when I first learned of Black Wall Street. What? Huh?
Yes.
One of the most devastating, horrific acts in this country, and it wasn't in my history books. It was never taught, really.
And John, let me remind you that particular incident that you learned about was just last year that you learned about.
Yes.
And that was 100 years after the fact.
After it happened. So, we have to look at who we really are, because until we do, then we just keep doing that thing of what is that? If you don't learn from history, you're bound to repeat it. Well, guess what? We're repeating it because we're not learning.
Yep.
We've become real good at not learning to learn about it from history.
It's a broken record, John.
It is, and it's
let me put this thought on your head, that your ability to not learn about this and America's ability to not learn about this is deliberate. It is deliberately not taught in school.
Yeah.
They don't want you to know this history. It has been whitewashed.
Indeed it has. Why burden little Johnny with history that's not going to make him happy? He should be proud of his country, and so we just won't tell him that. And that's not history, baby. That's a story. Paul Revere didn't make the ride. It was Elijah Bishop, and it was late in life when I learned that. Wait a minute. No. It's Paul Revere. No, it wasn't. History isn't always what it said. And
Columbus didn't discover America.
No.
Yeah. You can't discover something.
How do you discover something when somebody's there looking at you when you get there? You didn't discover shit.
Shit.
But
so we at least need to start with that. Okay.
We need to start with the fact that we are all, and this is the basic thing that we can't get across to the other side. That we the people means all of us. Because if you're here in this country, you are either Native American, immigrant, or descendants from slaves. That's it. You don't get another choice. That's it.
That's just it. They don't believe that.
No, they don't.
They believe that American is for white, Christian.
That's who God intended it for, wasn't it, Mitch? Isn't that what they think? Mitch? Oh, they're gone again. Yes. That's who this country was made for, on the backs of people of color. The saying of you ain't got a Chinaman's chance. Do you know where that came from?
Yeah.
A Chinaman's chance? That's because they lower a Chinaman down the side of a cliff to light the fuse of the dynamite to blast a tunnel, and the chances of him making it up alive weren't freaking good. And they were disposable.
When they were building the railroad from the Pacific.
Yes.
Through the mountains.
Yeah. They'd have to lower somebody down to light that fuse, and the chances that your buddies
Did you ever watch the series Hell on Wheels?
No, I didn't.
You should watch that sometime.
I think I started watching it. Yeah, I think I started watching it a couple years ago.
It's a powerful story, but I guarantee it ain't a pretty story.
Oh, there's like 5 seasons of it.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, it's been on for a little while.
Nasty
come on.
people. What the hell is that? Oh.
Hello, TW.
I think you can watch it on Netflix.
Oh, that was
yeah.
Who said something that sounded like TW for a minute?
That was Sparky, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry, Spark. Thought it was TW for a minute. Heard his voice in my ear. Anyway, let me catch up before Travis hits me with a stick. Catman56, my buddy Keith, came back with another $5 and said, a little help. Get the new mixer. We're going to, hopefully, within...
it's
I'm waiting on that stimulus check to get here. We got plans. Anyway.
Like back in the 1890s when you don't hear about doctors being bad people, but in the 1890s, doctors were not good people because they fought like hell to not have to wash their hands before they dealt with a patient or after surgery or after dealing with an autopsy.
Move aside.
They didn't believe that they were, and this was their thought, that they were mentally so high they cannot spread disease. They're not dirty people. It's the lower lives that are spreading the child death. See, infants were dying young and
isn't it
early.
sad
They
to
found
watch
out when they washed their hands, they weren't dying.
Yeah.
Right. So they weren't dying when they washed their hands. They're dying when they're not washing their hands. The science was there, but the fucking doctor said, nah.
Hey, we
Don't
can see
believe that.
ignorance from some of the most educated people we know.
Exactly my point.
Yeah.
My point is you can be intelligent and smart, but you can be dumb as well.
Yeah, it's up to you what you do with it. Let me catch up here. Sarge Tech donated $2 through Super Chat and said, fuck Trump. Tomorrow I get a shot. Pfizer vaccine. Outstanding, Sarge Tech. Outstanding. I'm glad to hear that news. And Maria Betancourt donated $5 and said, North Carolina, 6-year black boy arrested for picking a tulip at the school bus stop. Are you shitting me? That's 6 years. Oh, Maria, thank you very much, darling. And Mitch Goldstein donated $3.33 through Super Chat and said, wear your mask and wash your hands. Can't stress it enough. Please do. It's not. As a matter of fact, they're talking about it getting worse before it gets better.
Actually, you should wash, everything.
Everything. You should take a shower.
Yeah, wash with friends.
Wash your friends. Shower with a friend. Who knows? Diana Mallory donated $5 and said, and Mitch, stay away from nasty ass. That's right. And stay the hell away from nasty ass people. Thank you, Diana Mallory. That's what I always say. Stay the hell away from nasty ass people. If you don't know them, say.
I don't like people. I mean, I like family, but people in general,
I go to town, I smile at people. How you doing? Have a nice day.
Whatever. I don't really care how people's doing.
That's me all the time. I've always been that way. You sack my groceries. Thank you very much. Yes, that's being polite.
Okay, there's a difference between being polite and being empathic about how people really sort of are, right?
Yeah.
You see the difference?
We have to. I try to. I don't know. Always consider myself. I'm out of the room. Boy, I lost that thought. Am I in there?
That's right.
I hear you.
There's a big difference between being polite and being kind.
Yes.
And we have really kind of lost both. We've lost the idea that it's important to be polite, and we've lost the notion that it's important to be kind and nice. And I don't want to be sappy about it, but
be sappy because I am.
And Ted Cruz, your senator, Ted Cruz, embodies that idea, that libertarian idea that fuck you.
Yeah, I got mine.
I'm the one who's important. Yeah. I need my stuff for my family and the things that I want, and I'm going to defend my pointless crap that I can't take with me, and and we're we're a family. Families take care of each other. Families love each other. Families cry for each other. Families help each other.
That's why we built a society. We build a society or based on that.
And the reason is because some of us, the supremacists in this country, think that they're too goddamn good for us. They think they're too good for people like me, liberal Jewish Freemason Zen Buddhists like me. Well, that's a mouthful, huh?
Ain't it?
But they still hate my fucking guts for all those reasons.
That's right. They shortened it to libtard.
Yeah, they're actually coming after my butt. One of my friends who in Wisconsin. She's a yoga instructor. Pretty, famous in whatever that sort of yoga circle is. You might have guessed I don't really hang with them.
Right.
But they're coming after her. The Christians are coming after the yoga teachers because they say, oh, well, yoga comes from idol worship. And they're pagans.
Please. I don't have a
You think I'm joking? You shitting me?
No. I just think somebody says that needs to be slapped.
Yeah, people that bend their bodies like that are got to be possessed. They bend their bodies like no shapes. That's what they feel.
I looked at them and said, damn, I wish I could do that.
Yeah, I tell you what, here over the last 2 or 3 months, that's what I've started doing every morning. When I wake up is I stretch. I stretch before I do anything. And I tell you, it helps me so much better.
You know what I do? I pack a bowl and I light the bowl.
That's what I do.
Bed.
It
Because
seems
if I
to
don't
work.
do that, I may not ever get out.
I put the butt in the bowl. I rub priest trees on my shoulder, and I sit back. Hey, it works, baby. It works for me. So that's what I love. Hey, by the way, speaking of Priestry. How is Dominic's? How far are we on Dominic's GoFundMe?
We have $560.
$560 to go.
What's this all about? If you don't mind, I'm afraid I missed it. Oh, by the way, the shrimp was fantastic, but I inadvertently made it. I inadvertently made it Thai hot. You know what that means?
I love it. Yes, that means I'd like you ship it in the mail, buddy. If you're quick about it.
I was crying. I went through about half a box of tissues.
I love that.
But it's Penang curry with coconut and cashews.
Oh man!
And I just went over the top just a little bit on the spice.
It's always an accident, but it's a painful pleasure, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go.
24 hours of pain.
Yep.
No
There'll be some pain for this, but man, is that good. Yeah, if my eyes start watering, I'm happy. I mean, yeah, that's damn good. Hand me a tissue.
I can't remember who said, one of the existentialists said, pain is the way you know you're alive. When you're in pain, you definitely know you're alive. So, yeah, when you eat that food, you know you're alive.
Yeah, it wakes up your senses.
Oh, hell yeah.
Did anyone in the room see the 60 Minutes show with the interview with the ex-DA?
No, I missed it. I haven't seen a 60 Minutes because we're usually on the air here. Mama watches it, though. Her and Tyler always watch it, as a matter of fact. And I'm gone again. Lord have mercy.
They should be back now.
Yeah, it is back.
Yeah, I wanted to know what America thought. John, we missed that last 30 seconds after I asked the question. We went to digital world again. What is your thoughts? Did you see the interview and what's the general thought of America of what this guy said? Because he indicated two things on this interview. He said, but thank you, Bernadette. He sat on the fence to me. He indicated that Trump was guilty, but then the crowd was not really that guilty. But there were guilty people in the crowd. I was quite confused whether this guy was charging or not charging. But to me, they laid out a case against Trump and a lot of people there. And at the end of the show, the guy sort of backpedaled as if he was sort of defending him in a way. And I thought, well, this interview
I don't want to backpedal shit. That's Ron Johnson crap.
You have to understand that he was appointed by Trump.
Well, that guy's probably out of a job now.
Well, no, he's going back. He was from Florida. He's going back to Florida. He's in
yeah, but I doubt if he'd be in the U.S. Attorney's office.
No, he's not going to be. He's not going to remain in the position that he was in. He was the head prosecutor after the sedition insurrection day.
Come on,
and he did say that over 400 people had been charged criminally since then. Between the 6th and the 20th, 100 people had been charged. He did say that he thought that, not so many words, that there were some charges of sedition that should and can still be brought, mostly against people like the Proud Boys or that clan, the Oath Keepers or whatever.
Yeah. Proud Boys, all the good patriotic sounding groups.
He did say that Trump was probably guilty of it, although it didn't seem as if he was big on bringing charges against Trump.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's what I felt too. He felt like he was saying Trump's guilty, but I wouldn't charge him.
No,
it's up to the new sheriff now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Merrick
he's
Garland.
going to be out of that position anyway. He's going back to Florida. He's a prosecutor down there. He's going back to.
I am on the side of, if you were there and you entered that building, you're charged with insurrection. You're an insurrectionist. You knew you weren't supposed to go in there. You knew what was going on at the time you went in there. Intent.
They knew. Not only did they know what they were doing, but they said that Donald Trump told them to fucking do it.
Yes. That's what they're saying out of their mouths. So there's no question about this bullshit. And I'm so tired of freaking Republicans who will stand up and try to argue we can't use the word insurrection. Fuck you. What are you? You're trying to protect your own buddies. That's what that is. That's what that's how come the Republicans keep doing that shit.
Yeah.
We have the 14th.
January 6th was not an insurrection. What part of it was not
an insurrection? You tell me what their intent was to come in and what?
Leaving.
You know.
When they were leaving, it was an insurrection when they were leaving.
Yeah.
But from the time they got there, this fucking prosecutor guy says, "Oh, I felt there was a carnival atmosphere. There was candy floss going on. It was a family day."
Oh, that's Ron Johnson again.
What he said was that he was out and in the crowd in sweats. He was viewing it being in the crowd. He was there that day. At the beginning, the rally seemed to be carnival-like. They had cotton candy. They were selling propaganda bullshit.
That's what happened with
all of
They
that.
were selling
He
hate.
said,
I'm gone.
this house, okay, that bullhorns came out and the rhetoric seemed to change. He noticed that there were people in the crowd who were in tactical military gear. Now, this is a man from the DOJ. He should have been on the phone saying, "Hey, this shit is changing. We need to get some people down here and take a look at this."
They had the warning.
He had that kind of position to do that shit, and he didn't do it. He stayed as an observer, and I do that in air quotes, of the crowd as they broke into Congress and did what they did.
I guarantee you, if Black Lives Matter had been holding a rally on January 6th, and that
Ron Johnson would have been scared.
He would have been scared. And that Capitol would have been much more protected. Don't think it wouldn't have been.
They wouldn't have attacked the Capitol.
That's the fact. They would not have attacked the Capitol. Uh-oh, I better do what Travis is. Johnny Fly donated $20. Johnny Fly, thank you so much, brother. We appreciate that. And said, let's remember the families of the 10 people that were killed by this evil man. We need gun. We need gun control and ban assault weapons. Oh, and use this donation towards a new mixer. Investing this show is worth it. Love y'all. Thank you, Johnny Fly. We appreciate that tremendously. And we love you back, brother. Mega Wet Willie donated $5 and said, bet Mitch wishes they had approved Merrick Garland for the Supreme Court now that he's the Attorney General. Yeah, things might not work out for Mitch the way he was thinking it would. And Diana Mallory came back with another $5 and said, Ron DeSantos running for president 2024. Are you kidding me? Are you shitting me? Is he? I just love him.
I haven't heard. Heard that.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And Mitch Goldstein,
Yeah.
our brother Mitch in the room with us, donated $2 and said we must not forget January 6th. Ever. Thank you, Mitch.
Well, yeah. It's like, the first battle of the Civil War. Manassas. Everybody.
1776. Right.
Everybody showed up there. With the whole carnival atmosphere to watch.
Hey, let's watch the show.
And then they realized, well, shit, this is much more brutal than we thought it was going to be.
But Bernadette's got a very good point. The fact when the Department of DOJ is actually there at the start of the show, and seeing all the people wearing tactical gear, he straight away should have said, "You guys, how much reinforcements have you got? Because it's going to go ugly." He didn't.
Somebody's introduced legislation that if you were you retired military and you're there, or you're active duty military, give up all your shit. Yeah. You just lost all your freaking retirement and everything. Get out. You're a traitor.
Actually, that's already in the UCMJ, my friend.
Yeah, I believe it is. I'm not that familiar with the UCMJ. I lived under it for 17 years, but man, I'm telling you, take it away from them. Fuck you.
Yep. You want to burn the place down?
Pity for you. Look what you did. Knowingly did. You watched, and those that didn't even go and watched outside like it was a parade. Yeah, go get them, go get them. Are you shitting me?
It wasn't just people in the military that were in the crowd.
No.
There were people who were on police departments that were in the crowd.
Law enforcement.
And this is why we got to keep it in their faces. We got to keep it up in their faces, because if they do not punish these people severely and absolutely unquestionably punish them, take away their fucking weapons, humiliate them in public, imprison them, take their fucking shit.
Take their right to vote. Don't get to vote no more.
Right? No vote?
No nothing. No nothing. And as far as I'm concerned, they could put a big S on your chest. Seditionist. Traitor. That's there's a one on Twitter, the seditionist hunters or something like that, putting out people's getting there's plenty of videos they were taking themselves and posting them online as live and all this shit. They were proud of themselves.
And let's not forget
fucking t-shirts made.
Yeah.
Most importantly, we cannot forget there were members of Congress involved in this.
That's what I want to see, and I do. I am not saying he did. I am saying I suspect my congressman was involved. I suspect that my congressman was involved in maybe a little tour, some little. He ain't been back. He's still over there in Parlor, I guess, talking to the rest of the traitors. He's a little coward who can't face his own constituents now. Not down here. Maybe up in the northern part of my district because it looked like a freaking octopus. He can go to some a Republican stronghold little town up there who don't believe in anything but God, guns, and glory. Y'all know about my problem here in Texas. My whole government here in Texas is a ridiculous excuse for citizens of this country, much less a government.
Yeah, well, that's with a lot of people. All you gotta do is, the Republicans lie to them. They eat that shit up all because all they gotta say is God's guns.
Yep.
And that's all it takes. They just forget about it.
That's the only things they're interested in. Oh, that and in preventing you from getting an abortion. Is their religion and their guns. It's what they do.
Don't forget embryos.
Oh, embryos, yeah.
Yes, don't forget that.
Once you're born, you're on your own, but coming out of that vagina, baby, we demand it.
Yeah, but they want to control the woman's womb as well. They want the right to tell a woman what she can do with her own womb.
Yes.
What the fuck?
That's whether she got
that's
rape
Sharia law,
or
buddy.
incest or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to them. God did it. No,
but
God didn't do that.
Then why not ban?
But let's not forget, when a Republican gets a woman pregnant, he will go and have her get an abortion immediately.
Yep.
Or he'll just slip a pill in her drink.
Yeah, that or get a non-disclosure agreement and all that stuff. Pay off a little money here. That's what we do in the big time. That's what they do.
Theater.
No. Keep your laws off my body.
How many abortions did Donald Trump pay for, I wonder?
Oh, geez.
Let me call out Anita Bracey because she said, hello, Brother John and Travis. Been with you guys from the beginning, about 3 years now. Glad to see and hear the growth of the Blue Dot family. Anita, thank you for being here, baby, and thank you for helping us grow this Blue Dot family. It takes all of us, baby. And let me catch Sparky Dunk because he's in the room right here with us, and he donated $20 and said match for Johnny Fly for the mixer. Been too many Mars attacks today. Ack! Thank you, Sparky. I appreciate that. And I'm out of the room again. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Yeah, I was just sitting here. Can I get back in?
I hear you.
Can you hear me?
You're back, John.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sparky Dunk. I appreciate that. I called you out, brother. I don't think you heard me.
Well, I had matched Johnny Fly.
I tremendously appreciate it, and I think we're going to go with the mixer maybe tomorrow.
Yeah,
order
call
it
out
tomorrow.
anybody else to match me now.
I think maybe tomorrow, if we can, we're going to try to order a new mixer tomorrow. Teresa Diggum came in with $5 and said, I have said since Reagan that they all have to do is hold a Bible in one hand and a flag in the other, and they are like that. And they are in like Flint. Yes, I say it all the time, Teresa. I'm right there with you. Flag in one hand, Bible in the other. Hey, good God-fearing American loving. No, they're not. No, they're not. They hate at a drop of a hat. They'll hate you for your color, your religion, how you dress, who you love. They'll hate you for a lot of shit. Being a patriot being somebody who's patriotic, it means something different to us than it does to them. That's the problem.
It appeared, John, that the guy on 60 Minutes was interviewed. Also, the reporter asked him about this. They seem to know their way around the Capitol building quite well, considering it's a rabbit warren. Do you think that they had any information to help? And the DA said yes. There was open talk and there's open things on the media about them having a tour the day before. What's going on there? Because it was very quickly brushed over. They seem to be avoiding that subject of this tour the day before when we know it happened.
But we already know
it
that
implements the congressman.
Lauren Boebert gave tours the day before. We already know that.
Didn't she tweet out Pelosi's location? One of them did. I think it was Boebert who tweeted out Nancy Pelosi's position in the Capitol during the riot.
She also tweeted 1776 3 times.
Right.
Sounds like treason to me, baby. That sounds like communication with seditionists. Egging them on. That's what I'm just waiting. I got to dig a little deeper. Michael Cloud, I'm sure he's there, baby. I'm sure he's there. He's jumped in the boat with Marjorie Taylor Greene and Boebert and the rest of the jackasses of the Republican Party. Matt Gaetz, Louis Gohmert, the ones that really make the stories, the ones that really make them look stupid. And my congressman jumps right in there. I'm just so freaking pissed.
Well, they should be listing them out on TV. These were the senators or the congressmen that took this insurrectionist around the day before. This person helped them. They're not.
You know what I'm proud to say?
No, Ozzy, they have said that on television. That's how we know.
I'm proud to see.
They haven't listed, though, Bernie, the names of those congressmen. I mean, we've seen the list of the congressmen that voted against the COVID bill, but I want to see the list of names that gave the tours. Yeah. I only know of this one woman.
I think it's coming. I think it's. They're not going to turn this loose.
They have
we have a new
security
Department
camera
of Justice.
footage.
That's right. We have security camera footage. There's an investigation going on. We haven't seen half of it yet.
Do you think they'll charge these people, or do you think they're too scared to? I mean, they're looking, obviously, leaving Trump alone a little bit because of the repercussions from his nutcase supporters. Do you think that there's a little bit of fear in there?
There are people, though, that, I was fixing to say a minute ago, I was so proud to see, and because we get his Facebook all the time, Eric Olguin, here in Corpus Christi, who ran against Michael Cloud, is holding Michael Cloud's feet to the fire. Tweets out all the time about him, puts out on Facebook, challenges him on everything. I'm proud to see. He's like a whole like Beto O'Rourke. You ain't turning loose. You beat me, but I'm still here. And I'm glad to see that. That's what we need. Let me catch. Michael James donated $10 and said, for the mixer, thank you, John and Travis, for all you do. Michael James, thank you. Thank you very much, brother. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for the mixer tomorrow.
There's definitely gonna be an investigation. All this.
Hey, John.
Yes, sir. What I do?
Ozzy Dave was going ack, and I said somebody played and went.
Oh dear, sorry. Okay.
No. I think what we were waiting for was Merrick Garland to be seated. I think he will be the one who will bring those type of charges against, because all of the people that were up there left over from the Trump administration, I almost forgot that part, wasn't going to do it. And so we needed to get Merrick Garland.
I'm looking forward to a lot of things coming to light under Merrick Garland.
And it will. It takes time.
And literally, he's only been in there for what, 1 or 2 weeks?
Yeah. He just
let's give him a chance to get caught up.
I don't think he is afraid to go where the truth leads him. And if it's a congressman or a senator, Josh Hawley,
we
need to know. The people need to know that stuff. I need to know if my congressman is an outright traitor to my country. And if he is, he should be removed under the 14th Amendment.
All these things will work out. We'll find out. It's like, okay, take the Parkland shooting. We're still waiting. We know this kid did it, but we're still waiting for it. His trial ain't even started yet, and it's been, almost 5. The guy said last night in Colorado that it's going to take at least a year for all this. And they, even though they got the guy and they know he did it, it's still going to take some time for the investigations and all of that stuff to work out. We'll hopefully we'll know within next whenever it is, but all this should come to light. So.
Look how big that's turned out to be. See, everything to do with Trump is turned out to be a mess. Even that trial for a murder is messy because it's taken so long to sort the jury out, and the resistance by the police and the resistance by this and that. It's just a fucking out-and-out murder, done, dusted, in court, fucking pick a jury, get him in jail. But it's all just a lot of political shit fight around all this because, in a way, it's defending Trump's actions because he incited this shit. I don't care. I know it's been happening in America for years, but for the past few decades, it's not been a major thing. It's been worked on and improved. The improvement stopped when Trump started, and the disaster started when Trump got in. This bastard, I feel America's scared of Trump. It's like they're scared of, don't give him a subpoena. Fuck, we're going to have riots on the street and all that sort of shit. It worries me.
That's where I'm at nowadays, Dave, is I'm tired of, it's like this, get rid of the filibuster. Do whatever you got to do. I'm tired of dicking around with these people. They don't want to change anything. They want to obstruct everything they can. They
don't want to govern.
They don't want to govern. They want to thieve. They want to rob. That's what they want to get back in office for. They're not done stealing money from this nation to give to their wealthy donors and all that shit. Corporations and all this crap.
John.
Huh?
Oh, man.
It's for their legacies.
Their legacy. I got their legacy. You're an evil person. Shit about your country. And I am. I'm tired of trying to reach over there and shake hands and make progress. No. Shove it up their ass. I don't really care. Point out that they are against everything that your family needs. What's that, Mitch? Oh, I thought Mitch was trying to say something. I'm gone again. I leave so many times. Ain't it pitiful?
Yeah, that works.
Does that work? The sound? Ack now?
No ack.
Yeah, no more ack.
I think y'all have been very kind tonight. Tomorrow's our payday anyway, so I think we're gonna go with the donations y'all sent tonight. Which Michael Johnson just donated $5 and said, "Mixer funds. We need to keep this family rocking." We are indeed gonna try to go for a new mixer, I think. Travis had found one the other day.
It's a good thing that YouTube and Facebook can't hear what goes on Discord because
Lord. Hey, I keep telling them, if you have not come over to Discord and joined us in the Blue Room, you haven't had fun yet, baby.
Experienced life yet.
Yeah, there's some conversations going on over there you should be a part of. So I encourage anybody, go over to bluedotintexas.com. And you can find the Discord button over there and learn how to get on the Discord and come join us in the show and all that. And you can also find a button there to click to help Dominic Pre attend the special STEM program down at Berkeley, California. And we're within $500 and something of getting there.
$560.
$560, baby.
You guys are amazing.
It
John,
is. We're going to get him there.
Can I borrow a few moments, please?
The floor is yours, baby.
I want to say thank you to a Blue Dot in Texas.
Oh,
you guys have made it possible for this to happen. I want to say thank you to Dominic's other grandma, Diana Mallory, to Catman 56, Keith Thompson, you know who you are, to Ardessa, to Michael James. There have been so many people that have just promoted the hell out of this, and it wouldn't be possible without you guys. I just want to say a personal thank you, Miss Julia T. You know you're on the way for you. Personally written by Dominic. there's just been some amazing people in this family on the Horn Network. Thank you all. Thank you
It's a
all for
family
making
thing.
this happening for him.
It's a
He
family
just
thing.
found out that one of his classmates that he had as a classmate last year, a good friend of his, is also going.
Oh,
They're
good.
going to go together. They're going to buddy up. They're going to go attack this.
That makes
thing
it
with
even
their
better.
Little
Got a
branches.
buddy going with
It's
you.
going to be fantastic trip for
We
these
we
two.
are just, you know, Dominic has
I'm
already shown
excited.
this to be a fabulous little blue dot. You know, it's just a great opportunity for the Blue Dot family and the Horn family, or anybody else's family.
And the Horn
yes,
family, too.
to step up and help when you can. And again, as we always caveat, if you don't have it, there's no requirement to be in a part of this family. There's no cash dollar amount you put on this stuff. Every dollar we get as a donation is graciously accepted and needed, and we thank you tremendously for it. But it's not a requirement in helping.
Nicole, she says you have 510 to go now. Thank you.
There you go, baby. See, you know, and right now, like me, as soon as we get our stimulus, and we're expecting it, Mama should get hers at least. Then we'll kick in a little bit more too. So I know we'll get there. You know, a little at a time.
What's that deal? What's the deal, John?
On what?
Our wives get the stimulus and we didn't. Last time.
Yours got hers, didn't
Hey,
she?
let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Sparky.
I think it's
as long as. Let me tell both of you men something. As long as your
What?
wives are being stimulated, y'all should feel loved.
Yeah, but could you put in a good word for us? We're good guys. I mean, you know. No, I ain't got my 600.
I will definitely call the White House this afternoon and let
Thank
them know
you,
that
baby.
you two gentlemen, your wives have been
we've been cleared.
stimulated and you haven't.
Yeah, nope, I'm gone again. Yep, I can tell immediately. It's
Yeah,
kicking
we've
me
lost
out
them
every
again,
few
but-
minutes.
Yeah, I know. We've just paid our hush money. We're back in now.
Yeah, I
And
think
for
I'm
you
here.
guys'
Yeah.
information, I too have not been stimulated by our federal government.
You have not been. You didn't get the 600.
I have not been. I got the 600. I was
Well, then you're going to get the
stimulated a little
14.
bit.
You're going to get the
Well,
14
I'm
pretty
sure.
quick.
I'm not going to worry about that. That's just going to guarantee that Dominic goes. Okay.
Indeed.
But
I'm hoping Marcia gets hers pretty quick. The kids got their 600. So, oh wait, y'all already got your 14s. So, you know, they got theirs, but yeah. Because I didn't get the
everybody's
600,
getting
Sparky, I'm
stimulated.
thinking,
Everybody's
wait a
getting
minute.
vaccinated. You know, this is how America's supposed to work. We're supposed to help each other out in times of need.
Yay for our side, because that's exactly who's doing this. A new administration with a new vision and a new determination. So screw them people. Like
Hey, let's have a laugh.
huh?
I'm sorry, man.
You wanna
I cut
laugh?
You off then. I know, but you started another sentence. I thought you'd finish, but you want to finish what you were saying?
No,
Otherwise,
I done forgot what I was saying now.
Okay, I'll be the squirrel then.
You are the
Chip,
squirrel.
chip.
You are the
Yeah,
squirrel.
I'll be the squirrel.
All right.
Did anyone have the giggle and laugh at Hannah being caught, being switched
Vaping?
to live, and he vaping? Was that funny or what?
I didn't see the video. I did see a still picture of him sitting
The
there.
look on his face is priceless. It is priceless.
Yeah, his lily white.
Yeah, but what
Yeah.
was he vaping?
Yeah, what was he vaping?
Yeah,
Who's this? Who's this?
And
Hannity got caught. They switched back to him from the
think it was the
commercial, and he was
evil
stuck on his
Yeah,
vape pen.
yeah. I think it was full of the evil devil weed. That's what I think it
And
was.
he-
He was possessed by the marijuana.
I don't think he was vaping the same thing I do. That wasn't a dry vape he was using.
Well, whatever it was, he threw it on the freaking table and acted as if he wasn't me.
That's not me. I
You
didn't
know,
do that.
it was yeah, it was just so.
It just
hot,
combines
you
with
know?
every other lie he tells him. That whole station and most
Bacon.
anti-American bullshit you can put on your TV.
And then we
They
had
that
suffer
group
from
of-
It
Clorox.
might have been CBD oil because some of the vape he was using,
Yeah.
you can get the cartridges. And
He might have been vaping Clorox oil. You never know. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
And then
Clorox.
our beloved Joe Biden takes a tumble on the fucking steps
Yeah.
of the plane.
Oh, they'll play
hey,
that.
hey, hey, hey! I got something to say
I
about
stumble all the
Biden
time.
tripping up the steps. Let me tell you something. The man just got out of having a freaking cast on his foot.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all remember he had a broken foot
Yeah.
before he got put in office?
No,
He had a
it's
broken
dementia.
foot.
It's dementia,
Okay.
according to
Yeah.
Trump walked up the stairs with not only toilet paper on his shoe, but his hair flapping in the wind in the back so everybody could see that gigantic
Yeah,
bald
I don't think
spot
the
he
visual
got.
with the toilet
So I'll
paper
take
on the shoes.
Biden stumbling up the steps
Yeah.
than a bald-headed idiot with toilet
What
paper
is
on
it?
his
Dan
shoe.
Rather said it's better to stumble going up the flight of stairs to Air Force One than to stumble in a pandemic and kill people.
Yeah.
Oh,
he got
that
right
was
up. He
that
got
was
up and
really
kept
good.
going.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, we got to learn to walk away from that stuff and keep January 6th up in there.
Yeah, they
Every
are.
time we let them talk about canceling bullshit and Dr. Seuss and Mr. Potato Head, every time we let these cocksuckers do that, we are taking
Every time they
our
claim to be a
eyes off
patriot,
January
remind
6th.
them of January 6th.
Exactly.
Every day.
That's the problem.
Don't tell me
We've
you're a
got to keep.
patriot.
We've got to keep the pressure on and say, I'm not worried about what this is or what that is. I'm still worried. Let's get January 6th out the way first and see who's left in your party that's worth supporting, if there's any left.
If there's any left at all. There's a couple that are hanging on. Zingling or whatever his name is. Darth Vader's daughter. Liz Cheney out in Wyoming. There's a few that are still trying to hang on to a conservative values, whatever that is, as Tucker Carlson say, whatever that is. And it's going to be a showdown within the Republican Party, and we're all going to be the audience to watching this clown show go on, while the other guy is going to still get. And if they give him a platform, if he gets his own social media platform, there's going to be problems. There will be serious problems because he's going to have the ability to contact all of them in a moment's notice, and you know what kind of evil prick he is, and so he will use that to whatever advantage it serves him. Anyway, I guess we're about wrapped up tonight. I want to thank everybody for coming in. I'm sorry you had to put up with our technical difficulties. We're going to try to fix that as soon as we can, and I'm out of the room again, right in the middle of telling everybody good night, and then it throws me out again.
Yeah, we were ack-acking in here.
Why, howdy shit.
I'll give you a heart attack.
Yeah, hell, that kind of shit.
And one more thing about Biden stumbling up the stairs. Okay, he was picking up his feet and walking up the stairs. Okay, he stumbled a few times.
Yeah.
Trump couldn't walk down a fucking
Fucking
ramp.
ramp.
You
Yeah.
remember that?
No stairs
Yeah,
involved, just
No
a ramp.
stairs.
Couldn't handle
I
that.
seen that video, and I was like, "Oh God, I can just imagine what's being." And I only seen it once. That's like I can't remember. I guess it's been been a week or so ago when that happened. But I only seen it one time, and I'm like, okay, I can just imagine what's coming from this.
He might have stumbled on the stairs, but he has not stumbled in saving this country.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
So I put things in perspective. I am
And he's
proud.
better
100
on
million
ramps
shots
than
in people's
Trump.
arms in 60 days.
That's it.
100
That's
million
right.
shots in 60 days.
And money in a
He's
lot
done
of
it, and
people's
he's done it.
pockets. So
He committed. He fulfilled his commitment to the American people. He's done everything he said he's going to do. The only thing he haven't done quick enough is only due to resistance from the other side. But still, Fox were on TV last night saying that he hadn't done his fulfillment of these. And then some other person, it was a panel, some woman said, he's committed, he's done that, and they cut her off. So, and even if you're on Fox and you defend him on Fox, they'll cut you off.
yeah, I think that guy said, whoever that was,
We're
they
not
cut
surprised.
off. He said that Biden
not
was making
surprised.
America great again, and they cut him.
Yeah, Janine Pirro,
So-
that Judge Jenny, she cut the guy off.
Yeah, Janine Pirro,
Donald-
Judge Wino.
She don't even know what being cut off means because apparently ain't no one ever cut her off before. She's just.
She's a lush. I look at her like she's just a lush. But how much wine did she have before she came on the show? And Tucker Carlson, he is just the white supremacist from hell. And Sean Hannity, he's just the overall clown show of the day, to keep everybody motivated to hate their government and hate everybody that
And
doesn't
that
look like them.
And the bitch, what's her name? Laura Ingraham?
Oh, Laura Ingraham, yeah, she is the other white supremacist over there. Yeah, the Fox spews, baby. Bullshit Mountain, the most anti-American, traitorous shit you can put on your TV.
Trump had a TV station employing those four straight up.
Oh, he calls them all the time. That's his now. He uses calling into Fox like he used Twitter.
Yeah,
He wants to call
and
in all the time.
it's just and then you walk into like places. I know here where I'm at. You walk into McDonald's and what news do they got on the TV in McDonald's? Fucking Fox News. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You serious?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I would have thought McDonald's would have a TV channel
Not
for
in the
kids on there.
Dave,
But Fox News
I don't
and
know how.
McDonald's?
Yeah, I don't. I
That's
mean, most
dangerous.
a lot of places are pretty much like that around the South. I mean, where sports bars or whatever, they're gonna have the TV on any news. It's probably gonna be Fox News, and a lot of times it might be muted and no one's paying attention to it. But I know in a couple of my local McDonald's, if you walk in there, there's probably gonna be Fox News on their TV.
I'm with Arena Michael. Don't eat Swanson foods. Fuck Swanson.
I was just fixing to ask that was Stouffer's or Swanson.
Swanson.
Because
Tucker Carlson is heir to the Swanson fortune. He's been a rich little kid all his fucking life.
The ones deliver.
The ones that Swanson, like frozen foods, frozen dinners. Swanson.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the Tucker Carlson is the heir to that corporation, and he has been a rich little brat all his life. Ivory school all the way, entitlement like you wouldn't believe. And he sits on his show and he acts like a dumbass and asks stupid questions that the answers are there for, but it's the way he asks the question. Don't we have a right to know about this vaccine, to ask what's in the vaccine? What's the efficacy of this vaccine? Really?
He didn't need it. He didn't need that job to start with. But he had to get on TV to broadcast his hate.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you need, if you don't need the money,
it's the fame. It's look at me.
Those
I'm
guys
Sandra
wouldn't
D.
exist in any other universe except Fox News.
That's it. That's the only place they have to go.
I'm
Anyway,
sorry about that.
let's go ahead and wrap it up. Aussie Dave, thank you so much, brother, for coming in. We appreciate you every time you come and visit us from down under.
I want to apologise for Mr. Murdoch. I'm sorry he's Australian. I really am.
Not your fault, Aussie.
We had Donnie.
But I am glad he's not in our country.
We got fuck Trump, okay?
Yeah, we got Trump. We got Cruz. Ted Cruz beat that shit.
Thanks for having me, guys. I'll speak to you again soon next time out.
Thank you, brother, for coming in. We always enjoy it. Bernadette, darling, we always enjoy your voice in here. Thank you so much. And Dominic's gonna be going. I know we're gonna hit the mark on that GoFundMe page, and he's going.
We're up to 990 tonight.
Thank you
all. Thank you
all for everybody that donated.
1990. I'm sorry.
1990.
1990.
I remember that year.
Yeah.
Don't we all? It will lighten your heart.
Thank
baby.
you, John. Thank you, Travis.
Oh, baby.
Thank you, Robin Kincaid. Thank you all for promoting everything that the Pre family does.
It's a family thing, baby. We want to help as much as we can in this family. I always said it. The conversation that goes on over here. Sharon Osborne, good night. Mega Wet Willie, Maria Bentoncourt. Everybody's here talking. Well, most of them. Mega Wet Willie, we're not sure about him, but we're keeping an eye on him. Anyway, I appreciate all of y'all coming in. SC, thank you, brother, all the time from Tallahassee, Florida. We appreciate you always in the room anytime you come in.
Thank you, John. I appreciate you bringing me in.
Enjoy.
Always love to.
Hey, sit around the table and have a little conversation. That's what we do here. And Sparky Dunk out in California, my brother.
The real Northern
California. The real California, not that fake California down south, right?
Not that San Francisco Bay Area shit.
Oh, Lord. Sparks up in the man cave up in the country, baby. Huh? I want to go. Am I still there?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if I was still here or not. Okay, before we go out the room, Teresa Diggum just jumped in with $2 a sit. Red Dog, and I was just talking about Red Dog last night. We're getting there. We're getting close because I bring it up. Got to watch Red Dog. I have got to watch Red Dog. I want to see it because
Good movie.
evidently it's about my Vicky. So I want to watch Who is the Sweetest Little Pitty in the World. Anyway, I think so. Thank you all for being here. Our YouTube family, our Facebook family, our Periscope family, we appreciate it. The time that you spend with us, we appreciate so much. It's a finite time, and we're glad you get to spend a little bit of it with us. But anyway, take care of yourself. We're still in the middle of a pandemic. I don't care what they say. Everybody's getting vaccination, I hope, and but it's the greater good. It's for the benefit of us all if we continue to wear our mask, wash our hands, stay socially distant, stay the fuck away from nasty ass people. And again, always try to put a smile in your heart every day. If you can do that, if you can get yourself to smile inside a little bit, then the world looks a little bit brighter and your day will go a bit brighter. But anyway, do the best you can every day is what we say. I love you. Thank you all for being here. Y'all say goodnight to everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. We'll get back here. To me and Clyde will be here for Wednesday Hump Day. Then we'll be back here again for Thursday's Blue Dot Family Meeting. So please come by and join us. We love you so much, and y'all take care.